we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
They keep it with Smith on first down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
53 the mark. 53. Check 53.
Throwing now. Ryan on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And 3 at the 17-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Ryan. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Here's Smith. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Shutting defenders at the 50. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks nothing.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
The ball carried
11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays.
Recipe for success. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
right at the line of
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
second and goal at the Falcons' 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Wilson now off the bootleg. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Complete.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a fourth and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Short throw underneath to Hurst, and he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. A lot of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Ryan. He finds Smith out of the backfield and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
At the 48-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now his second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
1st down, Seattle.
Buying time to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The Falcons send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Dorsett. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
1-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Good kickoff for Atlanta.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A slant to Jones. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Brings up second down and 15 yards to go.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey. 4 down. No. 51. Down. 39.
Here's Ryan to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
16-yard line.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
For 1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
44-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. It's a gain of 35.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jordan Willis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now to preserve that lead. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On second down now, Moulton. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
The 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, brings up second and 2.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
The score, Seahawks 20, Falcons 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense out there for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing again, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A beautiful spin and room to run. And down to the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards on the ground. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, Falcons 17. Michael Dixon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's second down.
I'm here all day. Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch out.
To throw again, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Ryan to throw. That's complete to Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Ryan. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll run on first down. Buchanan. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. After the interception, here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But it'll be second down. Now Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
That's good.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Yard line.
They'll look to throw. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Wilson now off the bootleg. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. On 1st down, it's Buchanan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.